Hey y'all, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. I wasn't sure if I wanted to um do any commentary on the live situation just because everybody's doing such a fantastic job. I love listening to TMR and Yanni B, Love Lace and Love Lies Love Lies and Lace Front. They're also very thoughtful in their commentary, so I get a little intimidated. Not intimidated, but I mean they say it all, but then it's like I'm in my mind, I'm like wanting to say it my way too. Um, but then I'm like, well, nobody's gonna listen to you because everybody's already said everything. But you guys do tune in, so I appreciate it. I mean it's not that serious, but anyway, I was just reading a comment on Lipstick Alley, and I wanted to chime in because, like I said, as I've been listening, it's like it's so much I want to say, but then it's like, at the same time, it's like why waste your breath? But at the same time, I got to remember that it's all in fun because at the end of the day, Liv's got to live with herself. This is her life. She's got to live her life, and it's real for her. As much as she say, it's entertainment. It's entertainment for us, but she's got to really, live with herself. She's got to look herself in the mirror. She's got to one day, explain to her kids why she was this um, disgusting nitwit of a piece of mother that lies about everything. I mean, honest to God, how do you put out all this content, this disgusting, trifling ass content, when you know that at the end of the day, even if you delete it, it's still, a possibility that somebody is going to, you know, repost or whatever. It's just an embarrassment that you have a mother who can't even put out quality content. She has to wait till people call her out on the carpet just to show that she's actually putting that motor oil together for to put in people's hair. Um, she rarely does anything on her content that shows that she's business minded. All this between her and Jazz being pregnant, it's like you basically saying all you really know how to do is lay on your fucking back and cock your legs open, bitch. I mean, that's what it's given. That's what it's showing. Y'all trying to catch up to Chrissy, yet and still Liv want to talk shit about Chrissy, but y'all bitches trying to catch up with her and, have all these kids like it's something cute when you're not married, you don't have a long term commitment with the person, or, you with somebody that don't fucking do shit for you. Um, you meeting people at the damn halfway house. Like, what is going on? What is going on? I mean, Chrissy, I used to only watch Chrissy. Then for some reason, I ventured off into the rest of the Mamiana gang. But at this point, honestly and truly, whatever Chrissy not even showing, you know what I'm saying? It's it's so ironic that Chrissy is the one that really bossed up. You know what I'm saying? Like with all her kids, all her different baby daddies, which I mean, granted, that's some trifling ass shit too. But with all that shit going on, she's starting to she's wanting to be better. Um, so you gotta commend somebody for wanting to be better, for trying to be better at the end of the day. And if she could get kudos like that and turn her life around, there's no reason why Jazz and Liv can't, you know, strive to be better women. Um, but it starts with self-esteem. I was listening to who was it? Somebody, was it Ray J? Talking about Kim Kardashian being insecure. And I know if she was insecure, I mean, we all have our insecurities, but you can't tell me Liv and Jazz ain't sitting up there feeling like shit. I mean, it's just sad that they can't be honest enough. Well, Jazz, she always presenting the bad side of shit. But Liv tries to portray like she is just this up and coming boss bitch. But anyway, not up and coming, but I mean, one minute she got it, the next minute, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, bitch, where you don't go nowhere, you don't take the kids nowhere. What the fuck do you do? I mean, it's not given. I can travel like, bitch. First of all, you live in Florida. I forget what part of Florida they say you live in. I lived in Florida for 3 years with my dad, and I go back and forth, okay? Because that's just what I do. From New York State, okay? Not New Jersey like Yanni B, but I'm from upstate New York, and I travel back and forth to Florida, as much as I can every other year, at least, if I can. Um, and it don't make sense that you can't, um, vlog to the point where like you going, you find different events or different places to see, different restaurants to try. It's all kinds of shit you could do in sunny ass Florida. I'm only saying that because I live up north, so and it's because it's cold. Not saying, but I'm not a vlogger, so that's not my thing. But when I think about things that you could do, bitch, you could ride shit. Go to the bar and take a little footage of that. Take a little footage of you going on a blind date or some shit, or even if you go on Tinder, like, girl, give us something else we could talk shit about. I mean, we go use it as fodder for the gang. But I'm just saying, bitch, take your ass, your fat ass on out there and go find some shit to do. Now, if it was me, we go to let me see what we got here to do. I would go maybe go to the museum. That's a little boring, but I'm just saying. Like, there's a kids museum. We got a whole downtown like set up like a harbor. They just they took down the water thing where the paddle boat thing, and they set it up so you could go skating now. It's really cute. And then in the winter, it'll become the ice skating rink. Um, what else did I do? We've had all kinds of festivals. Um, I mean, you didn't have the kids all summer, bitch. You didn't do shit. Like, I'm sure it was all kind of festivals. You didn't have to spend no money because you ain't got the kids. Now you talk about mommy buy me this, buy me that. You could have just went there, got your little corn dog, walked around or whatever. Um, Bitch, go to the strip club. Go to the on Mother's Day, every Mother's Day shit. Somewhere is what the men's is stripping. You ain't never been to one of them, bitch? I went when I was pregnant as hell. I was like I was like 6 months pregnant at but I was big though. I was showing I looked like I was carrying twins with my son. But anyway, it's all kinds of little fun stuff you could do with the kids. It's all kinds of free shit that you could do. Um, you just gotta be creative. And then maybe do some arts and craft. I don't know if I can get a table from a fucking from an estate sale and flip the shit just so you can have some content. I mean, if this was my thing to do, man, and I was creative or had a little, had a channel where I had as much as subscribers as you had, I would want to keep these motherfuckers entertained, bitch. Entertain us. And you know what? TMR says something that I think we all been thinking, which was you do your content for your supporters. Don't do it for us. Do your content for your supporters. That's who's, I mean, the reactors is one thing, but bitch, it's like you more so focused on the reactors than you are giving your supporters some good content. And it don't make sense. And then they so sad and silly, just like you, that they honestly, that they even support you is whatever. But anyway, I mean, to us, it's a shit show. It's a train wreck. But let me just read this real quick from Lipstick Alley. Somebody said, "Liv, you need to do better by those kids. They look so unkempt. Poor Ryan, Robin, and Ryan need their hair done badly." Um, yeah, and just like Yanni B said, you sitting over there making potions and potions like you the damn mad scientist, bitch, and your girl's hair look like the fuck. It says you have so much money, quote unquote. Why not pay someone to actually make them look nice? And I talked about this in a previous video about Jazz, about how I had a little it was a young lady in the neighborhood that I lived in that was doing hair. This was like 20 years ago. But I'm just saying, like, shit, even back then I didn't have money, like, I was a single mom. It was just, to one child, but still, like, I would pay the girls 20, 25 bucks because she, what I'm saying, she would do all the cute little designs or whatever that I couldn't do. I know how to braid, but I can't, you know, there was certain times where I'm like, okay, I wanted what I wanted, a different style, something that I couldn't do. And for two heads, you figure 25 bucks a piece, you know, I mean shit. Every 4 weeks or something, try to tie it up or whatever, or in between, then it's okay for them to wear their little ponytails or whatever in between. But to help it grow and be healthy, get it done every 6 to 8 weeks, and like I said, in between they can get some ponytails and twisties and stuff. But girl, you trying to sell some bullshit. I don't even think that shit. You only brought that back up just because of Yanni B, which is so sad. Um, it says I don't get. Let me see. Those kids live in constant dysfunction, and she's bringing another unwanted child into the confusion. Those kids have never had any normalcy. And like it was said earlier, when Robin is the older one, when Robin When Robin said Liv ain't go to college, bitch. When I heard it, because I only listened to, you know, to Yanni, well, I listened to Yanni and TMR, and whoever played that damn clip, I was like, oh hell no, she didn't. But the reason why Liv let that shit go is because in Liv's mind she want to be her kid's friend, and I think she's already said that in the past, and that's exactly why they gonna be a bunch of disrespectful bitches just like her. And I said it, they're gonna grow up to be disrespectful to their mom just like she is to Stella with the boots. um Now, hopefully, Gerard, on his end, they gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Don't play that. He don't play that over there. But she gonna mess them kids up so bad. I just hate to even. It's so sad. It's so sad. But anyway, it's like when she said that, and then I was wondering, like, is Robin like 8 to 9 years old, and she trying to figure out 10 plus 4? Like, bitch. She should know her multiplications, shouldn't she? I think by third grade you should be on top of that. On top of your multiplications. By then, this motherfucker up here talking about 10 plus 4. But they did say she failed a grade and had to go to summer school. That's just child, 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 child. Mm, mm, mm. You know how pathetic and like I don't need that's neglect and you know what black people love to say a lot of times, the white man. No, it be lazy ass bitches, parents that be neglectful when it comes to teaching their kids. Um because there's no way I know kids that fucking failed kindergarten. I had a cousin who said she wasn't teaching her kid how to tie her fucking shoe. She said she could learn that shit in school. Bitch, what? I listen. When I temporarily, I had for a while I moved back with my mom when I was like 20 and my daughter was 3. And I hadn't seen my mother in a couple years. And I moved back with her, and she had met my daughter and everything, but still it had been a while since I saw her. But when I moved back home with her and she saw that my daughter was 3 and didn't know how to tie her shoe, she was like, what? You know how to tie, I taught you how to tie your shoe at 3. She was like, come on, let's go. So I had went and bought got the book from the library, the sneaker book with the shoelaces. Um, and from there on, I was showing her, took, however long it took, and she caught on eventually. So probably like 3.5 going on 4. But it's a lot of little kids by that age that still don't know how to tie their fucking shoe. Should it seem like 4 is by 4 they definitely should be tying their shoe. So she was around 3.5, approaching 4 when she learned how to tie her shoe because my mother was like, oh no, mm-mm. And potty trained, bitch. Oh, she was already potty trained by like 2. And I was fucking 18 years old. Don't get me started. I was 17, 18 when I had her. I take that back. I was about, what? I take that back. 20. Yeah, 20. She was 2. 21, she was 3. Okay, so I'm off by a year. But I had an apartment with my homegirl, and We both had our own bathrooms. This was when I was in Florida. I lived in Florida for 3 years. And we each had our own bathroom. My baby was 2. I bought her a toy I bought her a little potty thing. At the time they didn't come with the singing ones and all that extra shit that I know of. I bought her a pot, sat her down next to me. Every fucking time I used the bathroom, bitch, I had no plans on using no fucking pull-ups. For a long period of time, bitch. That it held to the nah. And I remember she was about two and a half, two and some change, and we had went on a road trip with some family. We went somewhere out of town, and she had to use the bathroom, and she was again, like I said, like two and a half, and she had to use the bathroom, and she knew she had to use the bath. She knew how to pee. And I had to take her. We had stopped at some rinky dink gas station, and I took her and put her on a sink to let her pee because the fucking bathrooms was disgusting. And I was like, I ain't sitting my baby on no toilet. That's the only part I hate about potty training is when you in between and they can't squat themselves, and it's like you gotta you gotta make sure you clean the toilets or put all the paper towel on the toilet seat before they use it. And if it's too gross like I did, shit, she might as well use it outside, to be honest. But at the time, I that was the only thing I thought to do was put her on the sink because I was like, I'm not putting her ass on the toilet anyway. But and she definitely wasn't 3. She definitely wasn't 3. And I don't even know if she had on a pull up. Shit, to be honest. I mean, if nothing else, I know she had panties, peeing between panties and a pull up. So anyway, that was my little side note. Got off track. It says, I don't get into the Gerard and Nisha drama, but she actually. Oh, let me just say, Nisha got my last name. How you doing, cousin? But she actually took the time and cared for those kids better than you live. And you don't usually see that from women who aren't mothers. Again, we know Nisha. I mean, she took care of somebody's kids. Either she is a big sister and had to be in charge of her siblings, but she learned that shit from somewhere because she got that shit down packed. I mean, she could teach Liv some things. That's the sad part about it. Um, it says you do the bare minimum with what others would kill to have because they're brown skin. Huh? But they're still a part of you. You have 2 daughters that would enjoy. Okay. Hmm. Now, granted, because Liv is lazy, I don't think she have a problem with having brown skinned kids. She probably just wished their hair wasn't as coarse, just because she don't know how to do it. Number one, and number two, she fucking lazy as all hell. Other than that, I don't think she got a problem with their skin tone. Cause if that's the case, is I mean, she's stupid, but bitch, you ain't that damn stupid to know you mess with a nigga that damn dark that your kids ain't gonna come out. They not gonna come out your color. So I just think she just wish they had curly hair. I mean, and what can you say about somebody who grew up, I mean, around the white side of her family? The fuck, what you want from her? I don't care for Liv either, but I don't think she hate. I don't think she hate that they dark skinned though. I just think she just would have hoped that they had curly, hair that you could just wet and brush. um, Shaking my head. I just hate how she does those innocent girls and they love her fucked up in the head as well, because that's all they know. As a mother to a brown skinned girl, you gotta make sure you get no, 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 no. I'm not. No, no. It starts at home, and what you're instilling in them is setting them up to be low life pygmies such as yourself. Now that I can agree with. Um, I mean, shit, I'm brown skinned and I don't feel like my mother had. My mother was light skinned. She ain't have to give me twice as much love. Shit. Um, uh, I don't know. The whole colorist thing, I'm not really into because I've always, like, you got, there's a lot of bad bitches that's dark skinned um, that I see all the time. My uncles on my mother's side is all high yellow elderbarge looking ass niggas, and they all got dark bitches, whether they wives or girlfriends or whatever. So that's why I don't buy into that shit. I don't care what y'all talking about. Um, let me see. So, and the other thing I wanted to say real quick was um this whole thing. Oh, I already talked about the education. Ain't no need to even. Oh, I was just thinking like, damn, she like this is all she feel like. You know she gotta be depressed as hell. Like at night, you know this bitch be crying because there's no way that your whole storyline, your whole life has been nothing but um popping out babies and granted the man became your husband. Um and it wouldn't be an issue if you would have nurtured your own your marriage, but you know, you don't have nothing to offer, Liv. What do you have to offer besides that hot pocket? That's over there smelling like tuna. I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Um, what do you talk about when you even, I mean, you figure, okay, I'm the type of person I could talk about anything from politics to religion to, you know, whatever. And I just, you know, there's times when, you know, I get into spirited debates, like with somebody I'm messing with because I'm talking about something that happened in the news or some shit like that. Like real grown up conversation. I remember me and my one of my child one of my somebody a dude I used to mess with, you know, we was having a conversation about, you know, a situation that matter of fact, it was about that white broad that killed the black guy in his own apartment. And you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like I talk about current events and news and shit. Like I can just imagine what her conversations be like. You know what I'm saying? And the whole while she was with um well shit everybody. It between Gerard, Brandon and Zolo and the ones in between, all it's about is drama and pregnancies. So she really don't have nothing else to offer. You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting up there talking about 1+1=2 with Robin. Like, bitch, girl, you ought to you ought to be ashamed. I can't eat, like, I don't even understand the child. So, it was more I wanted to say. I just don't even. Oh, I had made a post where I was just saying, I have a very broad dating history. So, but at the end of the day, like one time, this hood booger, no shade, but I'm just saying, this hood booger tried to ask my best friend about me. And she was like, um, no, my sister don't mess with, she said, my sister, we call each other sisters. She said, my sister mess with, uh, dudes that work, basically. I don't know what the hell he had going on. I guess he was trying to be some type of two-bit drug dealer. I don't fucking know. But, I said that to say, no man, from my early 20s on up, like, dude, no man approached me. Like, I don't even give off that energy that you could even approach me. Like, and I'm not even a girly girl like that. I'm not over the top with it. You know, I dress up, I dress nice. You know what I'm saying? When I am going out or whatever, whatever. But, and, I'm not into all the handbags and all that shit. But, and I still could put a hard working career man. While she's sitting up here talking about she messing with the police, no, bitch. I dated police officers. My ex, um, one of my ex dudes was a homicide detective, and I'll tell you how I met him. I was coming out of City Hall, and actually, I was 25 and he was 50, and I was coming out of City Hall. I ain't gonna lie, I was a lot smaller. And, just cute for no reason. You're young and you're cute. And I'm walking out of City Hall and he just seen me, had his trench coat on. And downtown City Hall. And he took one look at me and hunty. He was like, hello. I said, hi, how you doing? So, I mean, you know, homicide detective, police, just regular police officer. Two of them. Um, firefighter one, firefighter two. um, Matter of fact, one firefighter was a firefighter in his part-time job. He had a teaching degree. He took me to Toronto for my birthday one year. The other firefighter, we just was, doing the do. But he was cool. He was fun. Cool guy. And I just ran into him recently and he wanted to, he asked me out for a drink. And I said, I'll let you know. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't mess with riffraff, put it that way. Um, like, unless I was going to the corner store, and the corner boy try to holler. Other than that, like, I'm not. I'll turn them down nicely so I won't get my ass whooped. Right. But other than that, um, I can say I've dealt with quality men, so I don't know what people this notion or potion that these girls be on this type of time they be on, just out here, you know what I'm saying, picking niggas up literally just out the halfway house. Like no. I ain't even against, you know what I'm saying? I had a cousin, one of my cousins, he did 15 years of prison. And he got out. He was at the halfway house. And he been out for like 10 years now. And he's a master barber, got a fiance, a baby, doing really good for himself. So I ain't never been against, you know what I'm saying? And then like one of my friends, he used to be he was locked up for years. We lost touch. We got back in touch. This nigga was sending me money from jail. And then when he got out, or prison, and when he got out, we hooked up and fucking, um, we was seeing each other, spending time together and stuff. Going to the fucking hotel because he was staying with his aunt when he first got home. He didn't have a place to go. He just got out of prison. He was staying with his aunt. But bitch, best believe he was paying for that hotel we was going to because he wasn't coming to my house with my kid. And yeah, I think my mom was living with me too. So, um, I mean, that's how you respect your household, how you respect your kids. Um, I know I'm putting a little bit of my business out there, but shit, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm single as hell now. That was a long time ago. But yeah, no, I'm just saying like the my friend that was locked up, he treated me good. He treated Yo, these niggas, I don't know where they get these niggas from, but these dudes in general is just a whole different breed anyway. But I will say, like, my daughter, she deal with, she, shit, one of her niggas was locked up too. He was sending her ass checks every time he turned around. It's a check, $20 here, check for money, and sending, sending me jewelry. I got the damn bracelet on now. She don't even fuck with the nigga no more. I still He's sending her flowers and shit from prison. I'm like, what is going on? So anyway, I'm just babbling now. But y'all get the picture. I just don't know what I can't call it, y'all. I can't call it. You know. When I was their age, living jazz age, you know, I had a lot of options. I fumbled. I fumbled. I ain't gonna even fucking lie. I ain't gonna lie. I fumbled that shit. But bitch, you wasn't gonna catch me with nobody, with nobody like a Chris or a Zolo and a Brandon and a nobody else. Um, because yeah, no. Mm-mm. I may have not settled down and got married like I should have, but bitch, trust and believe the niggas that I fucked with some real ones, and they had careers, and they owned their homes, and had their own vehicle. Um, and I hate to say it, but I wouldn't talk to you. Like I just wouldn't talk to you if you didn't have a vehicle, if you didn't have your own place. And kind of ashamed to say, and obviously, like, I wasn't in that much better of a position, but I've always had my own ride since I was, you know, 20 or no, 18. I got my first car as a white Volkswagen Jetta. Um, but I've never, like, for years, I would look down and especially, in particular at a dude that didn't have their own shit. Like, huh? Excuse me? You want to talk to me? Oh, you ain't got a car? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I ain't picking nobody up. Sorry. I ain't picking you up. So that's how I rolled, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had standards. The fuck? I had fucking standards, bitch. Shit, I got niggas talking about paying me for taking a day off of work. I'm like, huh? He like, oh man, shit. I had a dude that I was talking to, and it was super brief. We ain't had sex or nothing. It was so brief because then he got locked up. They did a fucking report on his ass on CNN. I got a story about the nigga that I was messing with that killed his fiance. I got that on my in my playlist. And then I didn't do this. I didn't do a video on the other guy that got he was scamming. He was like doing the call center thing where they was calling harassing people. Um they was harassing people at the credit card place. They was people that had loans or debt rather. And it was a bus and everything. It was a whole big thing here in where I'm from. And it was the dude. And I mean, he the first dude that took me to the fucking first store, um, like the real first store, the bitch, and they knew his name, and that shit was exclusive as fuck. Like, bitch, what? I was like, I like this, showing me something new, okay. But I had he wanted to go out, and I had called off of work too many times. Cause back then, I was just living carefree and footloose. I mean, footloose and carefree or whatever. And I kept my job, but it was just that I couldn't call in. So he was like, "Well, how much it cost? How much they pay you to work? Like, how much you make today, or whatever, basically." And I was like, I can't. I said I can't. You know what I'm saying? I would go, but I can't afford to lose my job just to go to the movies or hang with you. You know what I'm saying? So, um, mind you, this nigga was built. I mean, arms, and I'm a sucker for arms, bitch. What? Them arms are so fucking big. They called him bags of money. You might be able to Google that shit on CNN. CNN bags of money, debt collection or some shit. And it was a big old bus. And then again, like I said, um, the dude that killed his fiance that I used to mess with, he fucking he got me. He lied because he said he was working for doing asbestos. And his story is actually on the ID channel. See, man, I got some stories. But anyway, on that note, I think I'll end it here unless I can think of anything else. Any other stuff? Trying to think. Firefighter, cop. Um, Oh, my one ex dude was the UPS. He fucking he got engaged the day that's a whole story. But I'll tell it another time. Um my one friend, he is a city bus driver, and I was just so afraid of commitment. Fucking commitment phobe. I don't know. I was just scared, I guess. City bus driver, UPS dude. I always wanted to date the cable guy because I felt like, in the pornos and shit. When it came, I think it was did I have I did have a cute cable guy that came over one time. And bitch, I was sitting there looking at that motherfucker like, dun dun dun. Stop. Um, but yeah, no, I just never dated down like, you know what I'm saying? I don't date down. I mean, even my ex-boyfriend who didn't really make a lot of money at all, he was worked at the fucking bank. And at the time, I was like, you need to get another job. You don't make enough money. I was like, I was a trip, boy. I'm telling you. And I dated a nurse. Um, yeah, I only ever dated one nurse actually. Um, couple factory guys. But again, everybody had their own shit. Cause I've always been and I've always took the position that you're not gonna take from me and my kid. You just not. Um, and so that was that. You're not gonna take from me and my kid. I have standards, and that's just what it is. I had a dude I used to mess with, and he really was liking me, but I don't know, we just couldn't get on the same page, whatever. And because I went out of town one time, he pulled up on my daughter like, "Where your mother at?" Anyway, this nigga was on Judge Math, and he took his baby mother to court, and he wasn't no deadbeat dad, but I think he did owe her child support though. But he wasn't a deadbeat father. When I tell you, Judge Math, yo, I sat there and watched that shit like with my mouth open. I sent it to my girlfriend. I was like, look at Terrence getting his ass chewed the fuck out by Judge Mathis. Yo, I mean, Judge Mathis ate his ass up for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Chewed him the fuck out. He was suing the baby mother for something. I forgot. But anyway, um, he got married. He was on there. He had his girlfriend with him. She owned a salon. I think she do hair or no clothing store or some shit. But anyway, all right, y'all. On that note, it's been 50 minutes. Hit hit the like, share, subscribe. No, don't share this. Just keep it between us. All right, y'all. I'm gonna post a photo album and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.